Good morning, everyone, and welcome to anyone who's with us for the first time. I enjoy spending time with families and answering questions, especially religious ones. Recently, I was visiting a home, and the question of sin came up. Then one of the young children asked me, "Father, do you ever lie?" Good question. Of course, I wanted to say never, but I was afraid that my answer may be a lie because lying is much more than just what you say. It is easy to say that we should never lie, but more important, can we say that we work hard to tell the truth? Or even more, can we say we are convinced the truth is so important that we consciously work hard to find the truth, to speak the truth, and to live the truth in all its aspects? Not lying, of course, is important, but it is much more than just speaking falsely. We should not lie because in the bigger picture, when we do, we are not living the truth. Since I was in high school, I've made a point, despite how difficult it may be, to consciously tell the truth. At the church our family went to, there is a large icon behind the altar with Jesus carrying an open gospel book that has the inscription from John 14:6. I am the way, the truth, and the life. This verse has always struck me as being very powerful because Jesus not only asks us to speak the truth, he says that he is the truth. Jesus also connects being his disciple with the truth. In John chapter 8, verses 31 and 32, he says, "If you continue in my word, you are truly my disciples, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." This is a very rich verse because Jesus says, when we live the truth, we become his disciples. And if we are his disciples, then we will know the truth, and the truth will set us free. Therefore, the truth is not just not lying. It is an important aspect of becoming a disciple of Jesus. So when we live in the sphere of truth, we live in a relationship with him who is the truth. Of course, the truth is not easy because it takes discipline to discover the truth. It takes courage to live the truth, and it takes perseverance to remain strong when people oppose us for speaking the truth. In addition to all these, today's readings cover at least 3 additional but related aspects of the truth. First, the truth is worth it. Second, the truth transcends age or time. And third, the truth is not just what we say, it is also what we do. St. Paul tells St. Timothy, "This saying is true and worthy of full acceptance." He reminds us that the truth is worth it. Has this been your experience in life? Have you found it worthwhile to speak and to live the truth? Think of an example in your life where it has been worth it. I can think of a few. Around 30 years ago, I bought a racing bicycle, and the guy at the counter wanted to charge me $100 too little. I told him he made a mistake on the price, and he thought that I was telling him that he overcharged me. I told him he wrote the wrong model number and undercharged me by $100. I still remember the startled look on his face as he knew I could have easily paid $100 less. Because I had previously made a conscious decision not to lie, it was an easier decision to speak the truth, even though I did not have to or could have gotten away with it. I decided that my integrity was worth more than $100. and I have remembered that incident during other difficult decisions that I've had to make. Coincidentally, and we never say that God tempts us or tests us, but by pure coincidence, 10 years after that, I went to buy a mountain bike. A different guy at a different store in a different city also made the same mistake and wrote a bill for $100 less than the actual price. I also told the person who wrote the bill to make the correction. It was worth it the first time. It was worth it the second time. And if it ever happens again, it will be worth it again. We all have to decide whether the truth is worth it. Second, the truth transcends age or time. St. Paul tells St. Timothy, "Let no one despise your young age." And Zacchaeus, who is an elderly man, climbs the tree to discover the truth that Jesus offers. This reminds us the truth is for the young and for the old. It is for yesterday, it is for today, and it is for tomorrow. It is very common today to dismiss basic morals as old-fashioned. You've heard that often, haven't you? What we believe as true morally cannot be called old-fashioned because actually it was never, ever in fashion. Specifically in today's epistle, St. Paul tells St. Timothy to focus on love, faith, spirituality, and chastity. I can't think of a time in human history when love, faith, spirituality, and chastity have ever been easy or have ever been popular. These were never in fashion for them to be considered today as old-fashioned. Society can set aside old technology and progress. But when we set aside basic morals, we regress as individuals and as a society. The principles the Bible teaches us are applicable to every age group, in every culture, in every time, up until the end of time. The third aspect is that we both speak and live the truth. St. Paul tells St. Timothy, set the believers an example in speech and in conduct. He adds, attend to the public reading of Scripture, to preaching, and to teaching. He also says, practice these duties and devote yourself to them. Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus. He was so active in his pursuit that he, a wealthy and elderly man, was willing to humiliate himself and climb up a tree. The truth is not just an idea, it is what we say and do, it is what we read, preach, and teach, and it is what we practice and devote our entire lives to. The truth will set us free, but it will also cause us some hardships. The truth will set us free, but it will also get us uninvited from some parties. The truth will set us free, but we might get unfriended. The truth will set us free, but some people may not want to hear about it. The truth will set us free, but it won't be easy. The truth will set us free, but it might cost us an extra $100 or more dollars. But the truth is worth it because character and integrity either grows or vanishes with every little or large decision we make. Therefore, if a little child asks you, "Do you ever lie?" you can say, "I do my best not only to not lie, but also to live and to know the truth, because Jesus, who is the truth, wants to know the truthful me." This is what it means to be a true and active disciple of Jesus, who is the way, the truth, and the life.